Hi everybody, it's Miss Proc, 8th grade assistant principal. I'm going to work with you right now to prep your Chromebook device for map testing that begins next week in your math classes and continues the following week, the week of October 19th, in your reading classes. So we need to make sure our devices are ready to communicate with the map testing site. And so we're going to do a couple of things together. First thing we're going to do is we're going to type into our URL bar up here the following web address, test.mapnwea.org. All right, let's take a minute, look at that, and then go ahead and hit your enter key once. You're going to get one of two windows that's going to pop up. You're either going to get the oops, where's my test window, which is what we have here, or you're going to get a window that says in this general area right here, student login and password, or student or session name and password. If you get the session name and password window, your computer is all set. You can stop listening to this recording and you can carry on with your day. All right. If you happen to get this window, which I got, we're going to go through a few steps together to make sure that on your map assessment day or days, you do not have to experience this little troubleshooting. All right. So we're going to get our computer ready now so we don't have to do it the day of our assessments. So we're going to click on the how to disable pop-up blocking link right here. It's going to take us to a set of directions, all right, that we are going to follow. Now I'm going to take you through these 7 steps in this little video. So first thing we're going to do, remember, we are using Google Chrome right here as our web browser, and we're going to follow the steps for disabling pop-up blocking for Chrome. First thing we need to do is find the 3 dots in the upper right hand corner of our Chrome browser window. And we're going to click on that. And then we're going to scroll down all the way down to the bottom here to settings. And we're going to click on settings. Once here, we're going to scroll down to privacy and security. All right, so here's privacy and security. And we're going to take our cursor and go all the way down to site settings. And then we're going to take it over to the right. We're going to click on the arrow that's pointing to the right. And this is going to open up a whole new set of options for us. And we're going to scroll down to content. All right, and content, we are going to go ahead and scroll down to pop-ups and redirects. Come over to the right and click on the arrow at the right. Now, this is where we're going to have to do a few things together, and it's going to be very important you follow the directions accurately. First thing you're going to do is hit the add button, and a little window is going to pop up. And now we have to add the site we want to disable the pop-up blockers for. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to locate the letter P on our keyboard. And to the right of the P is a key that will allow us to type an open bracket. So we're going to type that, we're going to hit that button and type that open bracket. All right. Now you're going to need to know where that open bracket key is for a little bit later on. So remember where it is. It's to the right of the P. You're going to need the button next to that open bracket, which is the closed bracket, and we're going to use that later. All right. So we have our open bracket ready to go. Now what we need to do is hold down the shift key, find the number 8, and press it. Now you'll notice a number 8 didn't get typed in. Instead, what's above the 8 got typed in, which is a star or an asterisk. The next thing you're going to type is a period. And then this is where we need to locate that letter P again, the open bracket. And then right next to the open bracket, kind of diagonal of our enter key, is the close bracket. All right. So that coding is now ready to go, and now we can type the site that we want to add to disable the pop-up blocker. And that site is the following: mapnwea.org. All right, take a minute, type that in. Make sure it's typed in exactly as I said out loud. And what did you notice happened, right? It went from red to blue, and this add button became visible and available to use. So now we're going to click the add button, and it takes us back to our settings tab. And if you scroll down a little ways, you're going to find that your MAP NWEA site has been added to your settings page. So we're going to go ahead and close this tab. We don't need it anymore. We're going to close this tab. We don't need it anymore. Now we're going to open up a new tab, and we're going to type that original site back in that we tried to get to, but it showed us the oops window. And that site is TST, and you can see because we already used it, it's remembering it, and you don't necessarily have to type it all in again. You could simply hit enter and see what happens, but I'm going to go ahead and type it all in. .mapnwea.org. Now I'm going to hit enter, and we're going to see what happens. Well, there it is, kids. We are all set to go. So this screen here means that our computer is ready to begin our MAP assessments in math and reading. Your teacher will provide you with a session name for you to type in here. Your teacher will provide you with a session password for you to type in here. Now remember, one other thing you have to think about is you will potentially be communicating with your teacher in a real-time communication via chat. So you won't necessarily be communicating with your teacher in person. They will share with you a Google Meet potentially that you'll have to join in order to be able to chat with them while you're taking the MAP assessment. So one thing you'll have to do is you'll have to make sure different windows are open and accessible to you. So I went ahead and I did some prep work before beginning this recording, and I created a Google Meet so that you could see what it might look like on the day that you're taking your test. So here you have this login screen and session name. And if you take your cursor and find your Chrome web browser icon and click on it, you're going to see the different tabs, windows that you have open. And you'll see that I have four open right now: a new tab, a test session tab, a meet tab, and a test session login tab. I'm going to click back to my Meet tab because this could potentially be where I find the session name and password I'm going to need in order to access the MAP test that my teacher has set up for me. And then if I need to go back to that test session that I'm working in after I've chatted with my teacher, I go back to that Chrome icon, I click on it, and I click the window that is open, that is my MAP test. All right, so you're going to have to toggle potentially between your MAP test window and the live real-time communication that your teacher has set up for you in Chrome through that Chrome web browser icon at the bottom of your device. All right, kids, that's all I've got for you. If you are, I wish you all the best as you start MAP testing next week. Have a great weekend, and we will see you guys on Monday. Bye-bye, everybody.